So one of the main things that differentiates us from other youth clubs in this area is the fact that we really operate by a club-based model versus a team-based model. So you'll see that we have a common curriculum, a methodology that we use from ages 8 to 19, and that it trickles on through their time with the club. The other thing is consistency in how we train, where we train, our uniform colors, logo, everything's connected. Even things like our pregame warm-up. So when one player is transferring from one team to another or gets moved up from one team to another, it's a very consistent environment for them, and we believe that that truly helps player development and long-term development. As far as our staff goes, I would stand behind them against any youth club in the country, not only for our experience, which if you look across the board, we have easily over 200 years of coaching experience between all of our coaches, and that includes youth soccer, college soccer, national team level soccer, and even professional soccer. So across the board, I think the experience, and then a lot of good teachers. So not just teachers of the game, but teachers of life lessons. And I think it's unparalleled. So for us, working with coaches that have different backgrounds, all that experience, but also their personalities are different. So our players, because it's a club-based model as well, our players are exposed to multiple coaches that can teach the game in different ways, and that only aids in their long-term development. Well, one thing we believe is to be the best, you have to put yourself in a challenging environment. And we do that with the quality of our training, the quality of our staff, and the daily environment we set up for our players. But we also know that you have to put yourself in a challenging situation in game time as well. So we seek out the best competition through our league play, and we believe that the ECNL is serving that purpose for us right now. So every conference game, every showcase presents different challenges for our coaching staff and for our players, and we can see the growth in them in all pillars, physically, technically, tactically, and psychologically. And that best prepares them to move on to the next level, whether that be college soccer, youth national team level, or professional soccer. The other league that we really value is the Super Y League, and we use that mostly for our younger age groups, transitioning from U12, 9v9 soccer up into U13 and 14 at the 11v11 level. It's a great transition league for us because it's played primarily in the summer, and it culminates in a national championship. So again, the value of us competing for something, trying to move on to the national level, and we've had our share of championships at that level as well. So both of these leagues provide us with the best competition that we can find. One of the values of our club, or one of the pillars of our club, is to help players reach their fullest potential and help players reach their goals. And most players that come to our club, by the time they're 14 or 15, set goals for themselves to play in college. And the ECNL provides an opportunity for our players to be scouted, not just in showcase games where you'll find upwards of 60 plus coaches on our sidelines, but also we have college scouts at our local conference games here at Pinnacle Sports as well. So for us across the board, it's been a great platform for our players to be seen and be recruited for the college level. Also for youth national team level, we have youth national team scouts at most of our national events through the ECNL, and many of our players have gone on and been invited to identification centers or national team camps. I had the pleasure of working with Jukka Klimkova at the national team level, and I knew right away, based on her core values and her character and her ability to impact players' lives, that she would be a perfect fit for our club. So when the opportunity came for us to get her on board and hire her as one of our ECNL staff coaches, we jumped on it right away. She's been here for 4 months, but every player in this club can already feel her impact. She has a great tactical mind for the game, and she's able to not only challenge our players, but she's also helping develop our coaches. So I think the long-term impact of having her here is going to reach beyond just the players that she's working with, but like I said, helping the coaches be better, and that's going to help develop more players. She has a really good ability to connect with players. She's positive, and she's a great role model. So aside from her amazing resume and experience, for me, the most important thing was her as a person and how it fit in with our core values in the club. Dallas Boyer is a local coach who has been a part of our club on the voice side, and he is one of us. I think the internationals is in his blood. And again, when the opportunity came for him to step in and work on the girls' side, it was a no-brainer. He's a very successful college coach at Cleveland State, has turned that program around as the head coach in the last 2 years. And again, another very positive, detail-oriented, technical coach. And he just comes to every session with a great vision and a great attitude towards training and making players better. The definition of success has a lot of different facets for me. And I would say the longer I've done this, the more I realize that it's not what's happening right now, but it's what happens in the future. So when players leave our club, we consistently have them come back. And sometimes they come back around the holidays or their college breaks just to say hello and catch us up on what they're doing. Sometimes they come back to train with us. Sometimes they come back even to coach with us and impact the next generation of players. So for me, when we have players that are a part of the club long after they've left the club, that shows that we've done a great job, and it's something that is more than just tomorrow's game or next season's league table. It's about being connected for life, and I think we have a lot of alumni that I can say we're very proud of because of that. The other thing is just how we develop players and how we develop people. So again, having the opportunity to travel in the ECNL, we travel with our players by bus, we travel with them away from their parents, and we can really see their character and we can help influence their character. So when we see our players being respectful to the bus drivers, to the hotel staff, to the field staff, it really does give us great pride. And then of course we work hard to be competitive and to win. So success also is the fact that we've developed players over the past 40 years for the next level, and also developed good quality teams that get quality results. So I think if you put those three together, for me, that's what we're most proud of, and that's how we define, are we on the right path and are we doing a good job impacting players' lives?